Here's a before and after of a set one of my girls did, and I'm going to use it as a training opportunity for you guys. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cleanse using the Yegi foam cleanser. And this cleanser is gentle, it removes waterproof makeup, it goes on gentle, and it comes with this cleansing brush that's really soft for the eyelashes. So it's really good to use this to cleanse any makeup that the client might have. After cleansing, make sure you do still wipe down or rinse off the cleanser, and then use the primer to set the eyelashes before we start applying the extensions. Next, we're going to tape down the bottom eyelashes with the under eye patches. Super important to make sure that all the bottom eyelashes are covered because we don't want them to stick to the top while we're applying. So we're going to use tape on top of the under eye patch, and this is white surgical tape we're using to hold down all the baby lashes. And on top of the white tape, we're using clear tape because that gives us a smoother surface and it prevents from any of the lint from the white tape to get into the eye. So we want to make sure we go ahead and use the clear tape anytime we're using the white tape. We are using the Mega Volume C curl or C plus curl in 11, 12, and 14 millimeters. We are going to do a cat eye shape, which means we're going to use the shortest lengths in the inner corner and the longest length in the outer corner to give it that nice cat eye shape. So we're going to put the 11 in the very inner corner, like right there, and the 12 we're going to put almost in the middle, and then the 14 to give it a little bit extra wing. That's why we're skipping size 13. We're going to put that all in the outer corner to give us that nice cat eye shape. Okay, so these lashes are very easy to fan out. You can't see too well in the video, but they are super easy to fan out, and you just need a little bit of glue to go ahead and apply on each natural eyelash. Okay, anytime there is one that's out of place, make sure you throw it away just like that. You don't want to keep playing with it because once the glue is on there and it's time to apply it, it starts drying. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and continue with the application. So that's the 14 we're gonna put in the outer corner. We want to make sure we isolate really well. And look at where I'm placing the eyelashes on the natural eyelash. You see how that one was a little bit too far? So as you're practicing in the beginning, that's okay to place them kind of far like this. Watch. So it's not really touching the skin. It's better to do it that way than to go too close and touch the skin, because that's when you can clog the pores, okay? But with more and more practice, you want to get as close as to the skin but not touch it. So you want to be 1 to 2 millimeters away from the skin but not touch the skin, okay? And as you can see, we're jumping around the eye. You don't have to place the extensions right after each other or next to each other. It is a good idea to jump around the eye or between both eyes to allow that area or the extension that you have applied to dry. Okay, sometimes when you apply them too close to each other and you kind of go in a row, unless you have a really fast drying glue and you don't move that quickly, the chance of them sticking together is going to be higher. Take a look at how we're isolating right here, okay? We're just pushing some of the eyelashes aside and placing it on one of the natural eyelashes. As long as no other lash is touching that one lash you're applying on, it's okay to do it that way. And as long as you have a really quick drying glue, which in this one, we're using the Mega Volume Mega Hold glue. It's the Yegi Mega Hold glue. We'll link it below. It does dry really quick. It's like a 1-second glue, and the retention is 4 to 6 weeks. So make sure, I guess moral of the story is you can isolate however you want, as long as you're only gluing an extension on one natural eyelash and nothing is stuck together. Because when things are stuck together, that's when we can really damage the client's natural eyelashes, and that's something we don't want. And for this application, you can see we're just jumping from one eye to the other. Anytime you're struggling with one eye, or you want to let one eye dry a little bit and fill in the second eye, you can do that. You can work on both eyes at the same time, and that's what we're doing here in this video. But sometimes, in my opinion, it's better to just work on one eye at a time, so you don't have to waste time going from one eye to the other. You end up applying way faster like that. Overall, you can see we are jumping back and forth between both eyes for this video, so you can see the difference between working on one eye only or working on both eyes at the same time. So like I said, if you work on one eye only, the pro to that is you're faster because you don't have to go back and forth. But if you're working on both eyes, and pro for that is if you run out of time, then both eyes are about the same fullness, okay? But a way to make sure to have about the same fullness on each eye, if you are working on one eye at a time, to go ahead and save some time for yourself, you can just watch the strip of eyelashes, how many you're using, and make sure you use the same amount on the other eye. For this video, like I said, we are applying the extensions further away than I would like for us to apply from the place where the eyelashes are growing out, and you can really see it in the video. You can see the gap between the growth of the eyelash and where the extensions are. You see it more when the eyes are closed, but when the eyes are open, it actually doesn't show that much and it looks fairly good. But in order to perfect your skill, aim to put them as close as to the skin as possible, so about 1 to 2 millimeters away from the skin, and that's how you're gonna have them look the best. We are also using 2 curved tweezers to apply and isolate, because this is a volume set, and in this video we're using 2 of the Y5 tweezers, and again the link will be in the bio. Another thing I want to point out for this video is I want you guys to perfect your fanning of these Yegi Mega Volume eyelashes. You can see she's not really fanning them too wide, and they look the best and the fluffiest when they are fanned out better. So after this video, or in the link below, we will link just a video of how to fan the Yegi Mega Volume eyelashes the super easy way, okay? So let me summarize what we learned, or what we take away from this video. So basically, you can see if we apply the eyelash extensions more than 1 to 2 millimeters away from the skin, you can really see that gap between the extensions and the natural lashes. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if we're jumping between one eye to the next, it can work, but we do end up spending more time. It takes us longer to do a full set. Alright, so that's a learning experience, and if you're going to work on one eye at a time, just make sure you use the same amount of eyelashes you used on the first eye compared to the second eye. Alright, and another thing we learned is that we can jump between the sizes, so we can use a 12 and a 14. We can jump the size 13 to give a bigger wing for the cat eye. Here's the final look. Look how beautiful that before and after is. And this is our mega lashes in the C++.